pleasure to welcome you to this magnificent hotel and to commemorate this very special occasion that is literally decades in the making, as many of you understand. As Conrad Hotels and Resorts West Coast flagship, we are honored to bring our luxury brand's first hotel to the state of California. As you can see, we are anchored in the Grand LA, and that is Related Company's newest destination for shopping and dining and entertainment and also to live. Related Companies have been an incredible partner, very specifically Mr. Rick Vogel, and then the team, Mr. Jeff Blau, Mr. Ken Himmel, and Mr. Stephen Ross, who had the vision and understanding of what this development could mean for the city.
I'm so proud to stand here among all of you to celebrate the opening of Conrad. I can't believe how fast that happened. And some of us know how it got a little tricky to find out, oh, things changed quickly and now we got to move and make it happen. But you all did that, and you know who you are. So my hat goes off to all of you. Back in 2015, when I got on the board, I wanted to make sure that we also thought about the people that aren't just going to visit from out of town, but people who live here in Los Angeles, the people who work at my building, the County Hall of Administration, the courts, the people that work in the finance district, and all the people that come through here to have an opportunity to come and visit and sit and hear music, not just across the street, but here. Those were the dreams that I had. When I talk about community benefits, that's what I think about. And I know it's been a hard pull, but we did it. And I want to thank Related, and I want to thank Frank Gehry and his operation, because we bonded. We went through a lot. We did it. We also insisted on local hires so people that are around the area could benefit economically from these good paying jobs. I'm excited about all of that. But I'm even more excited because the Grand LA will have over 400 units of housing, of which 87 are affordable units. People right here who grew up, worked on the project, can come and enjoy all of that. That's what equity means for us, and I'm so delighted that it's going to happen.
Look around. I mean, breathe this in. You want to know what history feels like? This is what history feels like, to live through it, to experience it. And I want to start with Stephen Ross. When I became mayor, one of the first trips I took was to New York, and we sat down in Related offices. And I saw determination in this man and in this company. Determination far bigger than the joy you probably thought you were going to get back. I know that, Frank, you'd be the first to say this is not a standalone vision, Tara. Everybody else who's worked on this, who's done it from the interior to the exterior, the men and women that you mentioned who built this with their hands because human beings. I'm sure the engineers looked at the architecture, as they always do, got excited. The builder said, it's a Frank Gehry one? Okay, I'll figure out a way to make it happen, because he never makes anything easy, but he makes us all better. And then the men and women who actually did, the tradesmen and women who made that happen, are absolutely extraordinary. So we now have a new creative heart in the cultural capital of the world. So here it is, Los Angeles. Take it, it is yours, and see a city of angels reborn.
The Grand is stepping into history while simultaneously making history today. And the Conrad offers downtown LA a spectacular hotel that hosts people from all over the country as well as the world. This is a symbol of optimism that keeps us going for renewed and revitalized downtown Los Angeles. I know that the Conrad and the Grand by Gehry comes at the right time to rejuvenate the life and energy back into downtown LA.
I couldn't be prouder to have Conrad LA play an integral role in reaching that milestone and finally having a West Coast flagship for this important brand of ours. It truly captures the essence of Conrad with its skyline imposing architecture from Frank Gehry, interior design from my fellow Londoner, Tara Bernard, creative culinary offerings from José Andrés and the Think Food Group, and a world-class art program which really reflects the energy and culture of downtown LA.
To be standing here before you, being a small part of this all-star team, I knew that on behalf of Jose, Rob Wilder as co-founder, and our incredible men and women who work tirelessly in the kitchen and the front of house, that we could deliver a unique experience, which goes to the ethos of what Jose does, and that's uniting people.
When we started this project, it was always about embracing elements of downtown LA and creating its own unique DNA that would meld into an iconic building of Frank Gehry. I hope to bring some interesting spaces to you and vistas and create a space that the guests and the neighborhood would ultimately embrace.
But this all really started with the idea that Eli Broad had to make downtown LA an important place. And it had to really impact the city, the community, the state, and would have a major impact on this country. And I hope this is really the start of making LA and bringing it back and looking at downtown as a place where people have to be. Following Eli's vision, we went through a lot, and who was going to be the architect? We were selected without having an architect, but really for the vision. So then the important thing was, who that architect would be. I went to Frank because I said, Frank, you have one of the greatest buildings in this country. It's so iconic that everybody comes to. And you think of Barcelona and Gaudi with the great architecture there and how people go there to see. And I said, Frank, you've got to develop this. I really believe that Frank Gehry and what he's done will change downtown LA with the opening of this building and with Disney Hall across the street. I can just see it happening. It will act as a catalyst to creating a lot more economic development and viability of downtown LA.